December 31st, 2019. As people celebrated the New Year's, they had no idea what was in store for them for the following year.
新冠肺炎
coronavirus. What began as a regional outbreak in the city of Wuhan, China, is now spreading across
globally.
There's something seriously more dangerous about the COVID virus than was previously thought.
Countries around the world are fighting to ward off a pandemic.
However, at the same time, the world was slowly taken over by another deadly virus.
A spike in racism directed toward Asian Americans since the virus spread to the United States.
A young woman wearing a mask is attacked in a subway station.
Come here, sanitize your Come here.
An elderly woman is chased by a bully trying to squirt hand sanitizer on her. Harassment and assaults against Asian Americans are up sharply.
COVID-19 isn't the only virus. In the past, many pandemics have stoked xenophobia as well. In the 19th century, many believed that cholera, a bacterial infection that spreads through contaminated water and food, was caused by the Irish. Tuberculosis, an infectious bacterial disease that mainly affects the lungs, was commonly referred to as the Jewish disease. In the 1900s, Chinatown residents in San Francisco were forcibly quarantined by the police after a Chinese man supposedly died of the plague. At the same time, white residents were allowed to roam the area freely. Now, Asian Americans all around are being blamed, ridiculed, and attacked for supposedly causing the virus. Schools have been one of the most common places for racism. Stores and restaurants have ostracized Asian American customers.
Need to leave.
You do not talk about that.
In many ways, the coronavirus has been an opportunity for certain people to express their racist thoughts in a way that can be excused. At this moment, it's not
a really good time to be an Asian living in America.
People would ask where we're from,
and we would be too scared to say China.
People who have never even been to China and just have black hair or beigeish skin will be ignored and or avoided.
We're trying to mind our own business, but people are always saying,
they eat dogs, they eat cats, they eat bats.
Do you even read English? Go back to China.
You don't belong here.
If an Asian American wore a mask, they became an outsider, they became an outcast.
They don't really care about what you have to say. They just want to put all the blame onto one race.
Lots of racist comments are made on social media.
Media pretty much is the reason why racism is just constantly growing.
People have to realize that
not every Asian eats dogs and cats.
It's not simply Asians that have the virus, but it could be anyone, honestly.
Everyone is battling the same thing. We can't overcome the virus if we're turning against each other.
It's just not right.
The virus itself doesn't discriminate, so neither should we. Together, we must educate each other on the facts and how to stay safe. Together, we must take precautions and cooperate for our health as well as others. Together, we must find a way to stop the virus before we start a new one.